Reading people in psychological terms means watching their defense mechanisms, not just their words, manners, or the stories you tell yourself about them. If you keep misjudging others, falling hardest for the one you later guard against, or choosing the ideal type who ends up hurting you most, it's usually because your assessment is stuck on the surface. You're observing behavior and tone, then projecting based on past experience. That won't reveal someone's deeper structure. Psychology looks at personality through the lens of stable, repeated defenses, how a person protects their ego under stress. What are defense mechanisms? They're automatic, often unconscious ways the mind reduces inner tension and keeps emotional balance when pressure hits. Think back to childhood. One kid lies when he's scared of being scolded, another shrugs and pretends not to care, another snaps and blames someone else first. Different defenses, same goal, reduce fear fast. As inner maturity grows, people rely less on primitive defenses and more on flexible, reality-based ones. When maturity is lower, reactions look childlike. Deny, split, lash out. You can see this even in some adults or elders. Drop a cup, and instead of owning it and apologizing, they flip it. It's your fault, or that wasn't me. That's the defense speaking. There are 3 especially primitive defenses worth recognizing. If you see them often, even in someone who's currently warm to you, be cautious. Denial. Some people live in no. They deny facts, responsibility, or your experience. They forget an agreed plan and then blame you for not reminding them. They break something and scold you for buying cheap junk. At bottom, denial protects them from the terror of being at fault. But relating to chronic denial feels like talking to a wall. Problems can't be faced, fears are projected outward as threats, and your attempts to explain get met with argument or attack. Stay long enough and you'll feel drained, boxed in, and doubting yourself. Splitting. All good / all bad. Here, everything is black or white. Last month, a colleague was amazing. This month, the same person is toxic. In love, you're perfect early on, then one conflict flips the switch, and you're smeared as awful. Splitting is a fear response. Labeling you keeps their anxiety at bay. With splitters, even a current glowing review should not tempt you to overshare. Labels change fast, and once you're cast as bad, you'll be stuck constantly defending your character. Acting out, impulsive discharge. When feelings surge, action explodes. Slamming doors, smashing things, flooding you with calls after a fight, or instantly blocking you everywhere. This defense offloads emotion through behavior instead of tolerating and processing it. Relationships with heavy acting out are unstable. Breakup? Immediately line up someone new. Disagreement? Delete you on the spot. These moves fracture trust and make long-term bonds hard to sustain. Most of us don't want to live at the mercy of someone else's next impulse. A practical filter in any relationship, romantic, family, or work, is tolerance. Can this person pause? Can they sit with discomfort, slow down, get curious? People who can take a breath and take a beat have the internal capacity to handle uncertainty, which is what keeps relationships from cracking under stress. The bigger picture, defenses are hard to fake. Under pressure, the real pattern shows. More mature personalities use more adaptive tools: humor, reflection, perspective taking, putting feelings into words, setting clean boundaries, rather than denial, splitting, or acting out. If you're seeing those primitive defenses clearly and repeatedly, take it seriously no matter how nice the person seems right now. Our deepest injuries often come from those closest to us. If you keep misreading people, you'll keep getting hurt. Learn to look past charm and talk. Watch what happens when stakes rise. Do they own their part? Can they hold mixed feelings without flipping you to all bad? Do they regulate before they react? That's the psychology of reading people, and it's how you start choosing safer connections.